Welcome to the Big and Small Podcast, coming to you from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Just a couple of guys drinking some beers, having some chow, and talking all things sports.
All right, well, here we are on Ricky's porch. It's a beautiful evening. It's almost 8:30. You can see the bay, the sun's going down. Everything's nice and tranquil. We're here for episode 58. It's going to be a quick one. The Bruins had a busy day today, and the Celtics had some news as well. So let's get them up. I'm drinking water tonight because it's been a hell of a weekend. Congrats again to JT and Andy for the nuptials. Well, not nuptials, but JT asking her to marry him. It's finally off the schneid there.
Yeah, it was good. It's good. It's great to see them. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good
a little
time.
reel there. If you saw our reels, it was a good one.
Yep.
And then so it's great to see you guys. It's 4th of July week, getting ready for a little happy 4th of July bash at the condo, the 4th. I've got DJ Jimmy coming in.
DJ Jimmy.
We're back. We had
back.
a little neighbor pop by to check in on the podcast.
Little entertainment.
Understandably.
Yeah, he just needed to know what was going on.
So getting ready for the 4th of July. It's Monday. Well, how's your work week like, Coach? You get any days off?
No, well, just the 4th.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I wanted.
Wow.
It's typically a slow week, with the 4th, and people are out of the office, so it's a good catch-up week. We're back again. Hopefully we can get through a couple minutes here. We were talking about, JT and Andy, congrats to them. Bruins big day today. They signed Lindholm and Zaborov from the Canucks. Big free agent signings. I like the deal.
Zaborov, yeah.
It's each one of them are 6 years, I believe, and I think that's gonna solidify the core. I think, because I was asking Patrick today. I go, all right, who do you play with? Lindholm. So you got Lindholm on the first line with he said Zaka and Pasta. So
Probably.
And then I said second line. He said you got Coyle, Marchand, and they need another top six guy. Third line would be Patra, Boquist, and maybe Brazeau or somebody like that. And the fourth line, you figure that out as they go along. But I mean, I think they do need one more top six forward. I mean, they don't have to, but definitely something they need to figure out. But I like it. I like the deal. I mean.
Well, I mean, they needed a first line center, and he's that. He's big. He's 7-year deal. I don't think it's a bad deal. He's still young.
29.
So he'll be done with that contract, and ready to
both 29.
when it should be. And the other deals,
Same deal. 6 years.
he's at 6, but
Right.
Lindholm's at 7.
Oh, okay.
But then they lost to Brusque, Grizzlick.
Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone sign Grizzly?
Yeah, I think he's going to Pittsburgh. I saw.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I don't know. So,
but they're not done yet either. Do you see their draft pick?
yeah, I like that kid, the big kid.
That's gonna be interesting to see.
Well, he's going to BC.
I know, that's why it'd be good. So
Yeah.
we can follow him. 6'7".
I know, he's big.
Center.
I know. He dwarfed Neely.
I mean,
Neely's
crazy.
like 6'4". He
He's
dwarfed him.
freaking giant.
I know.
But St. Andrews, prep school up there in Canada. They play a pretty good schedule. They're not. But it's 60 goals.
I know. Well, I know. He was a man.
So it'd be fun to watch him at BC, see if he's that good, because he could be a kid that's a one and done.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that
Go
next
right
year.
in. But they're definitely bigger. I like it.
Well, look at the
which is
D.
good.
They got Zaborov. They got McAvoy. They got Lindholm, Lowry, Peak,
Yeah.
and what's his name? The big guy, 25. He's been there forever.
Oh, Carlo.
Carlo.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's a solid defensive, group. I think probably Lowry will play with McAvoy, but I think that they're solid. They're big. They're solid.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't sign Swayman.
They don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Free up that money. I mean, they're looking at the going rate for goalies is like 8 and 8. That's a lot of money to tie up in a guy who had a good year.
Yeah, he's pretty good though.
But he's pretty good. But he's not that big. And when was the last time? Do you think Bobrovsky stole the playoffs this year, or was he on a good team that functioned well together and he was like, the right piece? Last year, the same thing. Vegas, they didn't have an all-star goalie. They didn't have like a guy that was like shut it down. It's all about a system. They re-signed Bussy. They got the guy Corpusalo from Ottawa. I'm telling you right now, if they didn't sign Swayman, I would not be surprised. People would lose their minds, but I don't think I wouldn't spend that much money on him. I wouldn't. Not 8-8. I might go 8-4, but not 8-8. And that's the going rate, especially for a young guy like that. That's crazy. And there's no way in hell they're going to spend that kind of money. So we'll see. But I don't foresee at that kind of money. I don't foresee them going with Swayman. That's just me. I'm making that call right now.
Well, I think it's an interesting take.
And if you free up that money, now you can go get some other guy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's some guys. This is still things going. I think that I think they're going to sign him, but I understand your point. That's why I would have traded him for a bigger package and kept Allmark. But that's we were talking about that before. But the thing is. I think they'll sign him, but if they don't, I can kind of see it. But Corpusalo is definitely not the answer. That's for sure.
But maybe they think there's something there. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just projecting, but maybe the goalie's like, I know what's wrong with him. I can fix it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Because he was a pretty good goaltender in Columbus. He was good.
Dan Heinen's gone too. No big deal. He signed a 2-year, $4.5 million. Grizzlies signed 1 year. 2.5.
Yeah, who cares? Grizzly.
No, that one 2.75. But
he had to go.
That is what it was time. As of today, they're a better team than they were last year.
Absolutely.
We have Swayman's in that.
Plus, not only that, but Patra's coming back.
Yeah, Patra's.
That kid had 15 points in 30 games.
Yeah, year older, stronger.
Year older, stronger. He was 18.
All those guys could be. What's his name? Brazeau. He comes out. He's got some. Big guy, showed he could play at this level. He's got experience under his belt, ready to go. Lowride could be an absolute dude, I think. Yeah. Right away. He already, I think, is. And I think he can be real. I mean, their defensive core is nasty. I mean, they're not going to give up many goals, especially if Swayman's there.
And they'll have Wotherspoon as a seventh defenseman. And he's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Right.
But they also have Maroon left, too, which is no loss. So they really didn't lose. No. DeBrusk is a solid player, but he's not.
He was inconsistent during the year, though.
He's always inconsistent.
So, he was a great performer in the playoffs. But he was good. He was their best player in the playoffs.
But I like the direction they're going, and I think
it's cold right now?
No. I think it'll be a nice and there's going to be more moves to come, so I'm looking forward to it. How about the Celts?
Yeah, Celtics. Well, good news. First thing they signed Derek White to
D. White
to a multi-year contract, $129 million. I think 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years, $129.
Yep.
And then they announced we're for sale.
Yeah, that's interesting. See what that's all about. I mean, I get it.
What I heard on the Felger Maz was that Wick said something about it because I guess the real owner of the Celtics isn't Wick, it's his father.
Oh.
Yeah, Wick's father actually owns the shares that Wick controls.
Oh.
So they're doing estate planning and they need to sell the Celtics to take care of like the estate tax issue. I mean, the Celtics are worth, probably $5 billion.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's going to come with a pretty hefty estate tax when when the time comes when Wick's dad does pass. I'm sure the guy's probably in his 80s or close to it. So I mean, it's time to start thinking about stuff like that. But I think it's a little disingenuous, because he was all about, I'm one of you guys. We're not in it for the money. Blah blah blah. They win the championship for sale. I don't know. To me, I'm looking at the TV right now. Jason Tatum agrees to a $314 million extension.
Wow.
5 year, $314 million.
Wow, so they're locked in.
We're for sale. We're for sale, but
I heard they're going to be some big.
Derek White, 4 years, $126.
They're going to have some big casino owners might buy it, and they're just talking about maybe building a
casino,
new stadium.
Oh, a new stadium.
Yeah,
I'd be all right with that.
you know,
It's by the Red Sox too.
be a killer for the bees, for the Jacobs.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, that's true because they rent from the Jacobs, right? Jacobs owns owns the garden, so I don't know, but kind of disingenuous, I think. But
Business is business.
it's going to
Coach.
take time. But don't tell us it's not about the money because it's about the money.
But at least it's a situation where they've got all the dudes. They signed Cornette. They've got all the dudes signed. I mean, who cares who the owner is?
I think the only guy that's not signed yet is Doogie Howser.
Yeah, I think Doogie's gonna be a swinger if they sign him.
Right.
I think the first rounder, they like that kid a lot. And,
I like that kid a lot.
The kid Watson it is the second round pick. He was a hell of a player at Gonzaga. First team all Pac-10, Pac-12, and he's another big wing guy. He's all a 6'8", athletic.
Yeah.
He's he had some crazy stats, like his most steals ever or something in the
Wow.
Pac-12.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, I could see Doogie not being back in the fold, to be honest. But because I think they got a contract still finding another big. I mean, signing Cornette's fine, but they need another big, in my opinion, with what they're saying about Porzingis, just to not beat up Al Horford all year. But
Yeah, they definitely need another big guy. I don't know. They got that guy
if they sign Tillman,
Keita on the roster.
yeah, Tillman can play big.
Yeah.
But not bad. But they had so we'll see what they had with Celtics. But so far, good news on the Boston sports front. And then how about the Red Sox with Durant
Yeah.
basically being snubbed in the playoff voting right now?
Oh, and the All-Star thing?
Yeah, crazy.
Well, the coaches had the final say on that, though, right?
Well, the final roster.
Right.
Yeah.
So he'll be there.
Yeah,
He's got to be.
yeah, it's crazy. But it's just showing the lack of star power, interest in the Boston fan base.
Yeah.
And this kid's having an outrageous year.
He is. He is. Did you see
Outrageous,
that home
yeah.
run he hit yesterday?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they're still hanging in there.
I know.
They're pretty tough. They've got, they're rated. They're both to have that collapse at some point. But I think they surprised me so far. That's for sure.
Yeah, they need an arm. I think that Hauk's kind of on his. He's had a couple bad outings in a row now. He got smoked the other day. I don't know. I'm concerned about him because he's actually at the innings pitched that he was last year. He's at the same amount of innings pitched that he pitched last year, so he's going into uncharted territory right now. So he's a question mark.
A lot of them are ticking time bombs in that organization.
Yeah.
Here comes Fitz. He wants to be outside for a little bit.
This is going to do his nightly serenade of somebody.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. But I think they're still in that wild card mix and go from there. But so I think that's pretty much it for the updates for what's going on right now and the news, right, Coach, with the sports?
Yeah, I mean, nothing going on with the Patriots.
Aaron Reed, what's the latest?
Mistrial. Absolutely.
No.
Yes, today was a mistrial. They declared a mistrial. Hung jury.
So what the hell happens?
They got to retry her. Gonna do the whole
Or
thing.
did she come out of jail though now?
She's not in jail. She's never in jail.
Oh.
Yeah. She's on bail.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's still out. She's still out on bail.
What a joke.
Oh, total joke.
Oh
Total
my God,
joke.
she's gonna be a multi-billionaire with that movie.
Let's see.
What a bunch of idiots.
Yep.
Jurors, figure it out, you freaking idiots. Pathetic. Pathetic.
But yeah, and the other thing, the Patriots. The funny thing, they signed a guy from the UFL. The lineman.
I like it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
The guy was pretty solid in the UFL.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you, throw him a ball and see what he's got?
I'm telling
He
you,
looks right. He's got all the right numbers and everything.
Yeah, there's some players in that league.
We'll see.
Told you that.
We'll see.
Told you that. Well, looking forward to this.
Other than kickers and punters, I don't know what they got. But
Jeez, they'll be starting. They'll be in camp, what, in a few weeks?
yeah, the end of July.
End of July.
Yeah, I'm looking
Crazy.
forward to it. Looking forward to see how that shakes out.
All right. Well,
All right, guys. Well, that was a quick episode.
happy
Episode
4th of July,
58.
everybody.
Happy 4th. We'll see you next week. Fitz had to get his bark in. We got it. There he is.
All right,
Until
see
next
you guys
time.
soon. Cheers.